everyone, welcome back to Cutting Edge Quilter. I'm Angie. Today I've got a project that combines creativity with a bit of treasure hunting. You may or may not know that I used to have a blog about flea market finds and transforming them into useful projects. Today I'm kind of doing the mix between what I loved with the flea markets and vintage items and transforming them into something that's useful around the cutting room. Today we're going to transform a charming flea market find into a unique and vintage inspired pincushion. Whether you're a seasoned quilter or just love DIY projects, this tutorial is perfect for adding a touch of nostalgia to your sewing kit. So grab your fabric and let's get started. What we're going to be using today is fabric scrap. So I will give you the dimensions in just a minute. But we'll be using fabric scrap. And also I have this flea market find that it has a chip in it. Instead of throwing it away, I thought I would make something that would be really pretty for my sewing room. So this is everything that I need to make the pincushion. I'm gonna cut this down to 12 inches, 12 by 12 of fabric. This is actually from a Lori Holt collection. I believe it's called, let's see, it's my favorite one. I believe it's called my Happy Place collection. One of those. So this is my favorite kind, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I have some pins to show you what it looks like once I get the pincushion made. This is the embroidery thread that I have. You can use anything. I just got this from Walmart, but you can use any kind of thread would be fine. Just something that it's strong enough to hold it together. I have some embroidery needles. You can use a big needle. Any kind of needle probably would work. So a hot glue gun and some hot glue. This isn't the hot glue gun that I'm using, but have that in heating up right now, so I'll use that later. And then what I am using as my pincushion is I had bought this ironstone from the flea market. It's been a few years back, but I've had it displaying in my living room, and it has a chip in it. So as you can see, so I'm going to go ahead and make this as a pincushion. I thought it would be really pretty as a pincushion. You can make anything out of a pincushion, or a pincushion into anything. So I'd like to try different things to be used as a pincushion, but I'm going to start with this. I'm also going to use bits and pieces of this batting that I had left over. So you can actually also use some polyfill that you can stuff in there, but I don't have any, so I have this batting. I'm going to go ahead and use that and to make my pincushion. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I have my thread on my needle, and I'm going to make a few gathering stitches on this piece of fabric right here. So what I'm going to do is start out with, and I also knotted it at the end, start out with kind of the side here and just make big stitches. So just like this. Big stitches. And I cut it in a square, but I'm going to go ahead and just make it into like a circular pattern. Stitch it up. Where I have little, you know, things at the corner here. And just keep going all the way around it. And it's just starting to gather up my fabric. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight because it's just gathered up, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so I have kind of this bowl here that I have made, and I'm going to kind of open it up just a little bit, just enough to where I can get my batting in. Just want to kind of roll it up here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to make it kind of even to where it probably would be best with polyfill, but I don't have any of that, and we had storms last night, so or over the weekend, really bad storms, so I don't want to go out and about to gather up materials, so I'm just going to use what I've got. So gathered up really tight. And that's kind of what it looks like. And I'm just going to make a stitch to tighten it up, and just going to lock it in. And I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 of these stitches. And it doesn't look the best on the bottom here, but you're not going to be seeing the bottom, so that's okay. Just want to lock it in. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a little bit deformed here, but we will get, or a little bit, it's not actually a little ball yet, but we're gonna get it that way. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue around the edges here. I'm not going to glue all the way down because this is not going to go all the way down, it's too big. I'm just going to glue around the edges. And then what I'm going to do is take this kind of clover thing and just push it down to where it will get down in there the way I want it, and then I'll finish it up, and then that would be that's going to be our pincushion. It's pretty easy. Okay, so I used my hot glue and I hot glued it all around the edges here, and I'm just going to kind of push it down in here a little ways, just enough to where it will actually be touching. I'm going to give that just a few minutes for it to sit. And looking good so far. Looking good so far. Let's see. Alright, now I'm going to do my hot glue around the edges and kind of make it look a little bit better. I'll probably put it around this lip here, and just kind of push it around to where I like, to where it looks better, maybe a little bit more uniform there. what they look like. It turned out awesome. I can't wait to just start filling this with pins. And it's kind of portable. You can kind of carry it with you wherever you need to go. I love the pretty fabric. I love Lori Holt fabric anyway. It's a lot of like vintage fabric that kind of goes with what I love. And there you have it, a beautiful vintage inspired pincushion from a flea market find. I hope you enjoyed this project just as much as I did. Don't forget to share your creations with me in the comments or on social media using hashtag Cutting Edge Quilter. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more quilting and DIY tutorials. Until next time, happy quilting!